Debanjan, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
And congratulations on the launch of iGPX.
Thank you so much.
So you mentioned all the benefits, right, already. I mean, that was one of my questions, but you've already spoken enough about it. So there are other procurement platforms in the market as well. So what is the competitive advantage that iGPX has to offer?
So if you look at the market, basically the market in corporates, you will have a few products which is running, okay, for procurement. We have not seen a kind of a comprehensive product in the government space. So that is, I think, it would be a unique product, which we have. Secondly, since we have a 6 years experience in public procurement, as you know, public procurement is very complex, right? So we know the complexity, and so it's a very, very, I would say, functionally rich product. And we believe that even if there is some product which we are not aware of, I think we should be richer than that, because India is a very big country and we have worked here for 6 years. Another differentiation is that the use of artificial intelligence which we have done, right? The expert agents which we have built, I think is a true game changer for us, because that will make the life of a buyer and seller very easy. So in brief, so to summarize, I would say that, I think we are probably uniquely positioned to attack the public procurement landscape.
So you mentioned you worked 6 years in this space, right? And you also worked on the GEM platform.
Yeah.
So if I had to ask you, what specific learnings from GEM platform helped build iGPX?
Okay. So I think in GEM, it was a evolving platform. When we started in 2017, the platform was small and we had limited functionalities. But over the years, the more and more adoption increased. We kind of had to build many functionalities more. So because GEM had a very diverse base of buyers, starting from central government, state government, and even PSUs. So and we learned a lot of these modes of, I spoke about over 100 plus modes of procurement. So many of them we had learned during in GEM. So we have all tried to get all those best practices in this product, and we have also looked at the global best practices through our studies and all. And then we have built a product which we believe would be a truly global product in nature. So that's how our aspiration is, to go now outside India, take the I would say the expertise which we have developed, and make an impact to other countries outside India.
That's great, Debanjan. We really hope you do that. And
thank you so much.
A little bit about AI, right? The use of AI, which is offering a competitive advantage.
That's correct.
iGPX.
Yes.
So that is one emerging technology. If I had to ask you, what are some of the other emerging technologies that you see making a difference in this space, and how does the company plan to integrate that in the platform?
Yeah, see, for example, some people talk about using blockchain, right? Because so that from the source to destination, typically if you look at some of our pharmaceutical products, you exactly don't the medicine you are consuming, you really don't know whether it's a counterfeit or it's a real medicine, right? The only way is to tag the number of the batch from the factory till your home or to the retail outlet. So that is one I think technology which could impact in procurement in coming days for some of the sensitive material. And again, AI is such a vast subject now, it's every day improving, right? So what we have done, probably in 2 years' time, a lot of new things will evolve there as well. So I think, basically with AI and blockchain is something, I think the forward-looking technology which we are thinking that will probably come in this space. And we are equipped to handle both.
So now I'd like to ask you, do you at all see any challenges in deploying iGPX, and if you do, how do you plan to overcome them?
Yes, the challenges will be there. Working with the government is always complex. So there will be challenges, and it when you are actually transforming public procurement of a country or an organization, it's not an easy job. But I think again with the knowledge we have and the domain knowledge we have gathered over the last 6 years, I think that will help us kind of overcome. And the biggest I think advantage which we have is that today. We already have a product which is, I would say, 90% fitting to any government organization, because we have put the best practices out there. That 10% uniqueness which every customer will have, we'll have to deal with that. But I think after handling GEM and other public sector projects which we do in Intellect, I think there will be challenges, but I'm sure we'll be able to overcome them.
So you mentioned that you want to take this product to the remotest corners of the country and of course abroad as well. So are you looking at any collaborations, or are there any collaborations in place to take the solution forward?
So I think, see, we just launched the product today. Of course, in some of the countries, we'll have to get into partnerships, with local partnerships out there. But as of now, I think we are just concentrating on the launch and the India market to start with. And as we grow, to other countries. I'm sure, we Intellect as business, we already have partners for our banking products, outside the country. So either we can reuse them for iGPX as well, or we can look for a fresh set of partners. But yes, it will be a partner-driven ecosystem, because we cannot reach every government in every country.
So Debanjan, another thing that I wanted your view was on compliance, right? Compliance, security, and the DPDPA Act is now a law in the country. So is there any automation in place to ensure that there is seamless compliance for whoever's a part of this platform?
So I think I showed that in the chart, but I did not talk about it. There's an anomaly detection agent we have built in. So if you look at it, the moment a buyer buys something which is probably over the threshold, that will give out an alarm. Okay. If a buyer is buying too many times from a single seller, you will set up an alarm, right? And then all the human errors, and sometimes intentional, sometimes unintentional, those will be limiting through that AI agent again. So I think we'll be helping in compliance, because that is one of the most important value propositions we have brought in for this product while we go to market on this. So we are very confident that we'll be kind of adding much more value on the compliance part for any client who adopts iGPX.
Intellect first came up with eMAC AI. You also have the ICPX, you also have the iAPX, and now it's the iGPX. So what more can we expect from it?
Right now I think we have our hands full. Okay, so I think we launched 3 products in a matter of, I think, a couple of months. Okay, so right now we would like to focus on these 3 products. Maybe next year down the line I can give you some good news on some new product.
Thank you so much. I'll wait for that good news. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.